Good morning student. In last lecture we have started new topic polymer chemistry. In last lecture we are already studied classification of polymer on the basis of origin or sources and classification of polymer on the basis of structure. Third classification of polymer on the basis of mode of polymerization. First is addition polymerization. First of all, what is meant by addition polymerization? Process of formation of polymer by addition of monomer without removal of some small molecules like water. That polymerization is called as addition polymerization. For example, monomers which having double bond can generally undergoes addition polymerization. For example, vinyl chloride. For example, vinyl chloride, vinyl nitrile, and ethylene. In all these examples, there is a presence of double bond. Therefore, monomers which having double bond can undergo addition polymerization. Formation of polythene is the well-known example of addition polymerization. But addition polymerization takes place by free radical mechanism. In free radical mechanism, there are three steps. First step is chain initiation. Chain initiation, it is initiated by free radical, and some initiators are used for chain initiation, that are benzoyl peroxide, acetyl peroxide, or tertiary butyl peroxide. These are the initiators used for chain initiation. Then we will see free radical mechanism step by step. Step first, chain initiation. Chain initiation means formation of free radical. It is initiated by free radical, and here some initiators are used, that are either benzyl peroxide or acetyl peroxide or tertiary butyl peroxide. See here, chain initiation by acetyl peroxide. Here peroxide linkage, that is oxygen-oxygen linkage, can be broken to form two acetyl free radical. Then these two acetyl free radical by removal of CO2. In second step, minus CO2. To form two methyl free radical plus removal of twice CO2 molecule. It is methyl free radical which initiate second step, that is chain propagation. Second step is chain propagation. This methyl free radical then react with monomer which containing double bond, either vinyl chloride or vinyl cyanide or ethylene. Here general reaction for chain propagation, this methyl free radical is considered as alkyl free radical which react with general vinyl chloride or vinyl cyanide. Therefore, in chain propagation, Why? It is general formula for vinyl chloride or vinyl cyanide which contain double bond. That methyl free radical, it is considered as R free radical, alkyl free radical, which attack on to form again another free radical which having higher molecular mass than previous free radical. Then this free radical again react with another monomer of vinyl group RCH2 CH free radical. It is react with another vinyl group to form bigger free radical R CH2 CH Y n times CH2 CH Y. This is the chain propagation in which another bigger free radical is formed, but this reaction is continue. Either chain termination is not carried out. For chain termination, third step is chain termination. Step third, chain termination. Chain propagation, this step is continue, but this step is stop, or this reaction can be stopped by using chain termination step by combination of two growing free radical. Here combination of these two free radical we get chain termination. Therefore combination of two such free radical 2 times we get here reaction will be stopped. In this way, first addition polymerization takes place by free radical mechanism. By using this 3-step, chain initiation can be carried out in presence of peroxide, chain propagation and chain termination. Then next type of mode of polymerization is, this is first one. Generally monomers having double bond undergoes addition polymerization. Then next is condensation polymerization. Second type of mode of polymerization, it is condensation polymerization. First of all, what is meant by condensation polymerization? Process of formation of polymers from polyfunctional monomer with the elimination of some small molecules like water, methyl alcohol, ammonia, hydrochloric acid. Such type of polymerization is called as condensation polymerization. And best example of condensation polymerization is formation of terylene, that is polyester, from monomers ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid. For example, formation of terylene. Formation of terylene or it is also called as Dacron. This polymer formed by condensation polymerization. In condensation polymerization, some small molecules can be eliminated like water molecule, ammonia molecule, hydrochloric acid and methyl alcohol. For formation of pterylene, it is polyester polymer, polyester type of polymer. It contain ester linkage. Monomers are ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid. N number of ethylene glycol plus N number of terephthalic acid it is dicarboxylic acid at 2 COH group present at para position. It is ethylene glycol. Here, removal of some small molecule, that is condensation, removal of n number of water molecules, OH from alcohol and hydrogen from acid to form polymer, that is polyester, or it is called as pterylene. This is pterylene, or it is also called as Dacron. Then third type of polymerization on the basis of mode of polymerization is ring opening polymerization. Cyclic compounds like lactams, lactones, cyclic ether polymerize by ring opening polymerization in presence of strong acid or strong base as a catalyst. For example, polymerization of epsilon caprolactam. Example of ring opening polymerization, polymerization of epsilon caprolactam. It is lactam, that means it contains C double bond ONH linkage, that is lactams. Which organic compounds are called as lactams? Organic compounds which consist of amide group but in cyclic manner, that is cyclic amides are called as lactam. En number of epsilon caprolactam, it consists of C double bond O ENH linkage. This is epsilon caprolactam. And during polymerization, in presence of strong acid or strong base, act as a catalyst. In presence of acid or base, this amide linkage get broken to form CH2 5 times NH N times. This is nylon 6 polymerization. It is nylon 6. Why it is called as nylon 6? because it consists of six carbon atom, therefore it is called as nylon 6. These are the three types of the polymer on the basis of mode of polymerization. First is addition polymerization, condensation polymerization and ring opening polymerization. Then next classification of the polymer on the basis of intermolecular forces. Classification of polymers on the basis of, it is fourth classification, on the basis of intermolecular forces. There are four types on the basis of intermolecular forces. First one is elastomers, second one is fibers, third one is thermoplastic polymer, and fourth one is thermosetting polymer. We will see one by one. First is elastomers. These classification can be carried out on the basis of mechanical properties of polymers such as tensile strength, toughness, stiffness and elasticity. First one is elastomer. First of all, what is meant by elasticity? Elasticity is the property by which substance gets stretched by applying external force and restores its original shape on release of that force. That is called as elasticity. Due to weak van der Waals intermolecular forces which permits polymer to be stretched. For example, vulcanized rubber, Buna S, Buna N and neoprene are the examples of elastomer. Vulcanized rubber, Buna S, Buna N and neoprene are the examples of elastomers. Then fibers. Next is fiber. Polymers or polymeric material from which thread are solid which form thread called as polymeric material which can form thread called as fiber. Fibers having high tensile strength. This characteristic is due to strong intermolecular forces of attraction such as hydrogen bonding and dipole-dipole force. For example, polyamide polymer and polyester polymer, that is polyamide polymer and polyester. Polyamide polymer, example is nylon 66 and polyester polymer, example is terylene. These polymers are called as fibers because polymeric solid which can form thread, that is called as fibers. This property of the polymer is due to strong intermolecular forces of attraction such as hydrogen bonding or dipole-dipole forces. Due to these forces, fibers are crystalline in nature. Then third one is thermoplastic polymer. Thermoplastic polymer, first of all, what is meant by plasticity? It is the property of being easily shaped or molded. Thermoplastic polymers are capable of repeated softening on heating and repeated hardening on cooling. This property of polymer is due to moderately strong intermolecular forces that are intermediate between elastomers and fibers. Example of thermoplastic polymers are polythene, polystyrene, polyvinyls. Polythene, polystyrene, polyvinyls, which is most important characteristic of thermoplastic polymers. Thermoplastic polymers are capable of repeated softening on heating and repeated hardening on cooling. That property is most important. This property is due to moderately strong intermolecular forces that are intermediate between elastomers and fibers. Then thermosetting polymers. Thermosetting polymers are rigid polymers. During their formation, they can be the property being shape on heating, and on cooling they can be hardened, but it cannot be capable of repeated cooling due to heat and repeated softening due to heating and repeated hardening due to cooling. Therefore, thermosetting polymers cannot be remolded. Example of thermosetting polymers are bakelite, urea formaldehyde resin. Bakelite, urea formaldehyde resin. These are the types of polymers on the basis of intermolecular forces. Why thermosetting polymers cannot be remolded? Due to it is formed due to extensive cross-linking by covalent bond. Therefore, thermosetting polymers cannot be remolded. Then next classification on the basis of type of monomer used, that can be we will discuss in next lecture.